Hi, I'm Matt McKee. I'm the pipe major of the Chicago Stockyard Kitty Band, which means I'm basically the president. I kind of run the band as the pipe major. Bagpipe bands are a paramilitary organization. They have a deep history in the military, and so that's where you see a lot of the rankings as military type titles: pipe major, pipe sergeant, drum major, those type things. So I've been in the band as we are in our 100th anniversary this year. I've been playing with the band since 1983. So I was 11 years old, little kid. But it's a great history as we hit our 100th. Because as the band has progressed, we've existed for so long because we've always taught ourselves. And it's a neat connection when you think from 1921 to 2021 that Bob Sim, who founded the band, taught my dad back in the 1950s. I learned from my dad in the early 1980s, and now here I am running the band and still teaching little kids to adults, and it helps the continuation. That is why we've been successful in maintaining this band for so long. You know, a lot of great memories, a lot of great things that we've played. We've played all over the Midwest, Canada. One of our favorites is we've gone to Scotland several times. We typically have gone for our major anniversaries, the 75th, 80th, and so on. And unfortunately, we couldn't go directly this year because of the pandemic, but looking forward to going next year, so it'll be 100+1. When we go there, it's a great tour. Playing in the Highlands, we tour and play at several castles and some town fests, which are just hard to beat. And then we also culminate playing at the World Championships competitions. We play here in competitions, but we also play over there at the World Championship, which is just a great experience with, as the title implies, bands from all over the world. The best bands in the world are there. So we've done that 4 times, I want to say, and it's just been an awesome time. I think some of the fests that we've played, Irish Fest in Milwaukee, and even going back to the city parades. I think back, I've been long enough that when the parade was on Dearborn and playing in the canyon, and as great as the parade is now, it's still very cool in the park. When it was the sound of the canyon, there was one time my dad ran the band for years, worked for Anheuser-Busch for Budweiser, and he got the Clydesdales lined up with us one year, and we led the Clydesdales down the street. And I could tell the story. It could have been the Beatles and the Rolling Stones on consecutive floats because the combination was unbelievable. People just roared for the entire length of the parade. It was awesome. A lot of good friends and family. I've had all my brothers in the band. A lot of my cousins have played in the band over the history, and then just a lot of lifelong friends that I've known for 20, 30 years, and their kids growing up and playing in the band now. My kids starting to play in the band, so it's really just it's an awesome tradition of keeping this going.
In a family.
Yeah, and it's really that's one of the strengths of the band is the family orientation. So even look around our practice room tonight, there's 2 or 3 families here that husbands and wives and their kids that play. My brothers, as we said. So one of the things that's kept us going is the ability that we teach, and most of the people in the band have learned through us. And so if somebody was interested in learning the pipes, it takes some commitment. It's not the easiest instrument to learn. I don't play anything else, so I can't truly compare it, but I'm told it's difficult compared to others. But you don't learn on the pipes. So this is a set of the Great Highland bagpipes here. What you learn on is the chanter, which is a smaller version of this. The practice chanter is more like a recorder almost. And we teach, so you can look up contact us through our website, www.sykb.com. But I teach on Tuesday nights, and we start with how you hold the chanter and the basic movements of the scales and the embellishments, moving into how you play the tunes, teaching the tunes. And then after a student, if they go far enough and they get 6-8 tunes with them, then they would move on to the pipes. So you can learn before you have to really make the investment into a set of pipes, which is not a cheap instrument. And so it lets you kick the tires and see if you like it and you want to do it. And then if you keep going, then we can move you on to the pipes. And so I provide the music and all that type of stuff, but you have to buy chanter, but that's not a big lift. So it takes probably a good year. If a person's really working and dedicated, it takes about a year from the time you get on the chanter to where you make it on the pipes. Some people are slower, some people are longer, but that's about a time frame. So favorite parade is the South Side because it's such a great tradition, right? And it's our neighborhood, and the connection that we've done it since its inception, right? So that when the wee folks are washing all, looking for pipers, they call my dad. We got a couple guys from the band leading them around the block, and so it's an awesome tradition. Ever since then, we've led the parade, and it's just seeing all your neighbors and friends and going down, and it's a great crowd, and it's great that it's back. So that would have to be the favorite, just because of, not just because it's a great parade in itself, even standalone, but when you mix in that it's our neighborhood and our friends and stuff, that just kind of puts the icing on the cake for it. So. And as we are on our 100th anniversary, which is really great. There's bands that have been around, but not continuously for 100 years like this, And so check us out, our Facebook page or our website, so you can look at the Chicago Stockyard Kitty Band on Facebook, or www.sykb.com, stockyardkitty.band.com, because not only it'll have information on where we're playing this year and our events, and hopefully they continue to open up through the pandemic, but also there's a lot of great historical things we're putting out there. We've dug out a lot of really cool old articles and pictures and newspaper columns going back to the 20s and 30s, to good pictures from the 70s, and just a whole array of good history. So it's a lot of fun to check out, and some good historical stuff that we've been able to really find. So check it out, and hopefully we'll see you through the year.